Listen. Yeah. Yes, Lord. Oh. Get that out of there. Hey everybody, it's your boy Matty Rants. Another video again, not even 30 minutes later. Oh. Thanks for tuning in. We got a show to talk about here today with the Challenge All-Stars 3, also on Paramount Plus. This is from the Real World versus Road Rules series. Again, I already know it's been quite a day, so I appreciate y'all for tuning back in again because we're definitely going to talk about this show. Let me go ahead and just share my screen now so we can get this in here. Give me just a second, peoples. Just a second here. Ow. Okay, let's do this. I'm having an interesting day. Let's just say that. So, we're tuned back in again. Hey, Crystal, thanks for tuning back in. Again, this is a labor of love. A lot of y'all in my comments from the last video I did yesterday were like, Maddie, we wanted you to do this, so we're going to do it here. So if you're a Challenge All-Stars 3 fan, we'll be talking about this until the series ends this season, as well as the Real World Homecoming New Orleans. Now, let me get my social medias out the way, and then let's get this started. It's at Matty Rants everywhere except for Twitter, which is at the Matty Rants. You can find that in the description down below with the link tree. Link, grab a branch, eat some fruit, Mativia Poot, all of that good stuff. You can also catch me on Patreon, where I will have this reaction uploaded tonight, as well as the Real World Homecoming New Orleans reaction, and many other shows that I do for just as low as $1 a month. I'm also bookable on Cameo. Bam. Lots of content to come with DragCon stuff, as well as many other things. Let's do it. Let's get into it today. Oh, honey. Do we believe it? Or do we actually know it to be true? Because I thought about it. I dig. They're very close. Very close. But it's like, I don't want to do that. But there is a lot to it, and you better believe we're going to discuss it today because I even included the little clip from next week's episode to be like, honey, we need to have that discussion because it's interesting. A little scandal. A little scandal. Let's see here. All right, let's go ahead and just bring this up. Somebody's probably like, what is Matt doing? Like, shut up. Okay. I have to do a lot of reviews that I'm still playing catch up on, and I'm now just actually doing the review on the day I'm supposed to be doing it. So Monday and Tuesday were my catch up days. I have finally caught up, if that makes any sense to the girls that know. I am now caught up. So Wednesdays is Real World and the Challenge Day. Thursdays is Legendary. Fridays is All-Star 7. Saturday is going to be a break. I'm going to have to take a day. I'm going to have to start taking a day. Sunday's the panel. Monday's España. Soon to be another show that we put up in there. And then Tuesday is going to be Rant with Me. So there you go. Swear. I also thought I didn't have the reaction posted for this, but I actually was able to get the audio together, so I'm kind of excited. Let's start this up, shall we? And again, let me know y'all are up in here. I see Crystal and I see Nerdigans. Get in that live chat, like pound it out, please. Let me know you're here, because I will stop this stuff if nobody comes to these reviews, because I got to worry about my channel now, just so we're clear. When I don't get views, that stuff hurts me. So it's like, we don't stay on that. Actually, a lot of people with YouTubers will do the same thing. They'll say the same stuff. If it doesn't hit, you got to move from it because it's going to hurt your channel just because a few people liked it. So if you want me to keep doing this, be live and active in this mother tucker, because I am not going to be talking to the air. I'm not one of those YouTubers. Just talking to a wall. I'm not going to do that. What's up, Michael? At Maddie, I've been gone for a little minute. Glad I caught the live. Well, welcome back, baby. Maddie called it on Nia and Jordan. I told you. I was like, they clearly are doing something. They clearly are doing something. And I said that's what would happen. I would prefer it to be. So glad I got that together. Okay. Now, I have some opinions today, and some of them may be sharp. With that being said, let me go ahead and do my disclaimer to let you know how I'm going to feel about this sucker, okay? This program is for entertainment purposes only, and content is not intended to malign any religion, race, company, individual, or wigs. All opinions expressed by Matty Rants and program participants are solely their personal views and do not reflect on the opinions of every human being on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals mentioned on this program. Please don't be a poot. If you feel uncomfortable after viewing this, please consume some Activia. Which is normally a good way to let all that run right through you. Okay. So again, I'm going to say some stuff that's not going to be popular. You're going to be okay with it. If you're not, there you go. Let's start this up. Because right after this, I'm going to go edit these reactions and I'm going to take a beautiful nap because I am tired. Now, the next day, apparently we're in a day off sort of sphere in the challenge universe, and they are enjoying the time they have, not having to worry about anything. I'm just now noticing that there's a part down here. I did not notice this with the house. There's like a house all here, and then down there, it looks like there's like a dining area or something. I don't know. What is that down there? That's a gag. I'm just now catching that. But these two get on my nerves. They get on my last nerves. They get on my everlasting nerves. Kayla and Sylvia are plotting and planning on getting the senior members of the challenge out of the house, and they're going to do their best to do so. That's what they're going to do. That's what they're going to do. I don't like them. I really don't. I really don't like them. I really don't. They get on my nerves. Honestly, Kayla doesn't need to be there. She's too young for this. Sylvia, for what? They've been on recent seasons that have only been, 5 or 6 years ago. They haven't honestly been out the game that long. So I don't see a purpose from them being there, except for to cause drama and for Kayla to take advantage of the fact that a lot of the women that are there are, moms with kids, families, and all this kind of stuff. And she's out here just living her best life. Like, oh, I needed a show to do. I don't get it. I don't get it. Sylvia, maybe, but not Kayla. No. Mm-mm. MJ and Janae are both married with their own relationships and kids. They're great teammates together too. She braids his hair. I don't know what he do. This is strange. It will get stranger later when Beth arrives. Hey, there are 17 of you in here. Thank you for tuning in. I'm probably not going to be doing these reviews anymore, just to be very honest with you. Thanks for tuning in, though. I appreciate it. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. This will probably be a Patreon exclusive after this, just being very real. I don't see a lot of you tuning in, and I got to keep it real. That's the only way I can keep my channel going here is if y'all are really, really interested in the show. And a few of you are, but not as many as I need it to be. So let's keep this pushing here and keep this going. I hate to disappoint a few of you, but I'm so sorry. It's not looking good. Now, Kendall and Kellyanne over here are having a conversation about how they can possibly stay in this competition. And it's like, you're going home. An entire room is against you. You both would have to be in the top 2 to avoid any and every kind of situation. There's just no way. That's the only way they're going to be able to keep this up and keep going, is if they were to win and be in the top 2 every time, so they can't be voted in. That's not going to happen. So I find this whole thing to be pointless. Now, while TJ is about to tell them what their next challenge is going to be, because Jimmy and Tina had to leave, one via injury, one via stuff going on with the family, they bring in somebody to replace them. Now, I'm thinking it's going to be someone that's a heavy hitter. I'm thinking it's going to be somebody strong and all that kind of stuff. Beth has entered the competition again. Why is Beth there? Beth was never good at these challenges. She's never been good at the challenges. Beth is just there to be a Karen, hoping that her Nehemiah, her black teddy bear, can come back to save her. Why is Beth there? So Beth returns into the competition, and their their main challenge that they have to do is they must walk across these planks, and they have to do math problems. And if you solve it first, you're able to drop the people on the side of you. But whoever drops first would then be probably in key position to be in the bottom. That would be up for elimination immediately. So it really is important that you are going to be able to solve the problem fast and then drop them fast, because of course by you solving it fast and you dropping them first would then indicate who would be in the bottom, as well as you being the main person who wins the challenge. Interesting. Now, all of them had the same blocks up there. I want y'all to be very clear knowing this, because I looked and I wanted to make sure. I'm like, they all have the same blocks. The fact that I witnessed so many people go through the numbers and they didn't realize, oh, there's a plus and a minus. So there's different sort of additions, subtractions. All of it is up there. And how some of them just weren't catching on to that was happening. A few people were catching quickly, but others were just sort of rotating it. Check, check, check. Kayla wins the women's heat only because she continued to just hit the button. Check, 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 check. That's it. That's it. I mean, over and over again, which frustrated the other queens, but like that was a strategy. I still don't think it was a great one, because I could have literally did it myself with it. You know what I'm saying? But God, it was just that girl. So Kayla was the one that won the women's heat. Janae won hers, and then the third one to round that up was Sylvia. So Sylvia and Kayla got their wish. They're in the authority, and now they can choose which woman they want to send, which is going to be Kendall or Kellyanne. Janae's just there to protect her second husband. I mean, MJ. Okay. Now, for the men's heat, Brad does the Lord's work, which I'm like, go on, Brad. Brad's been cutting the fuck up. Brad's going in. MJ is there. And again, Jordan threw, excuse me, was it Jordan? Yes, Jordan threw the sabotage on MJ. And MJ ends up still being in the authority, because after a minute break taken, that because the sabotage was a minute, they had to wait till they could solve the puzzle, he still solves it before everybody else. Blew my mind. I was like, really? Are you sure? Did that really happen? Okay. So Brad, MJ, and who was the other one? Was it Derek? I don't think Derek. Derek's not that smart. Derek could have done it faster than the other girls. Hold on, I'm gonna have to skip through with these pictures. There we go. Mark. That's right. It was Big Daddy Mark. That's right. The giant. There we go. My brawny giant. Mark is the one that got this. So it's Mark, Brad, and MJ in the authority. Okay. The bottom two, because of disqualification, ends up being Darrell, because he's like, I don't do heights. I understand that with Darrell, but I've also seen Darrell handle a height situation. So I was like, I think that man was tired, low key. and also pressed and pissed because of how the game is starting to go. And he also didn't win the last two, got very close once again. He's a 4-time champion already. Like, why mess up the track record? And then you have Beth, who just got there 26 minutes ago, who's already up for elimination because she can't do heights. Why is she there then? Why are you bringing these people back? And I see y'all saying drama with Veronica and all that kind of shit. No, it's not enough. It's not enough. No, it's not enough. They're too old for that. So it kind of makes me annoyed with the situation here. Now, in the treehouse, the only beds that are left basically are for Beth, but nobody wants her in there because Beth is a mess. We'll see that later in the upcoming episodes, however long she's still going to be there. It's ironic that Beth and Kendall were having a conversation about sticking together when they both went up against each other in this elimination, based off the authorities' decision to throw Kendall in because the women hate her and MJ doesn't trust her because she didn't follow through like Janae and suck on the left nut. Now, Darrell is having a conversation with Mark about who he wants to go up against, and he says he doesn't care. I'm mad that Darrell allowed Mark and them to sort of place him in a position where he's like, oh, well, what I'm going to do then is try to have you take out one of the big dogs because, you know, you're a big dog too. Well, how come MJ didn't want to go up against Jordan the last time if he's such a big dog as well? I'm asking these questions because they're valid. Why is Darrell now responsible for taking out a big gun? But with MJ, y'all respected MJ's wishes to go up against someone he thought was weaker versus challenging MJ to go up against somebody who is also a big dog. And then if MJ would have went home, he wouldn't be able to win a second time in a row. One. And then two, if MJ won, you would have taken out somebody who's a heavy hitter. This is why I'm mad Cyrus went home last week. This is why I'm mad right now that Darrell also is going to be leaving this competition. 3 black men in a row. Latarian, Cyrus, Darrell. Yeah, this will be my last review. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you for being here. All 30-something of you, please hit that like button, share, and subscribe if you're new here. We will be continuing this for the remainder of my time on Patreon, as this is clearly not doing well. But yeah, this was BS to another level. I was very over it at this point. Moving past this dumb decision making over here. This was stupid. This was fake. I was very annoyed with this. We were so, oh my God, you remember when that's time and da 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 da. And as Veronica's explained the situation, and then of course they have Beth's point being made. Beth starts screaming at Veronica. To which then Veronica comes back into the treehouse. I say we put her up against Kendall. F Beth. I don't even like. I was just like, this is, I can't. I can't. I can't. Nia and Jordan are so cute together, and I love that this went from a hateful relationship to a really positive one. They were tucking in that bed. That ass was clapping. Okay. Miss Nia, I knew you rode it. I know you was riding, sister. The way that motion was going, that was a rider. That was a rider. Rider. I was like, oh, shit. That was me watching. Oh, shit. She riding Jordan. Get in. Go in. I'm telling you. He must be good. I can tell. Something about Jordan just tells me he's good at everything, if not all things, except for math. Like, oh my. Exactly. They've been needed to squash that out. There was always that disconnect. You know how sometimes you have to step away from people and then come back and it's like, oh, I can see you now. It's very much that energy. But I did like seeing them together. And I also hated the fact that with the authority, Brad should have got Wes out. Like they had Wes and they had Jordan up because they're strong contenders. But I'm also like, can we just go over who's won the challenge? the all-stars so far. It's been Yes, it's been MJ. Those two should always be on the chopping block for me. I know MJ's in the authority and he shouldn't be there at all. Him and John A shouldn't be up there. I'm getting sick of those two. But I would be sending them home. I'd be sending them both home. Okay? Seriously, I'd send them both home. Sushi, I don't have that name up right now. It's on Amazon. It cost me under 35 something dollars. I think I posted it to my Twitter. I don't have time to look it up right now. I'm on a little bit of a schedule, but I believe I posted on my Twitter with the Amazon for which one it is, but I don't want to deviate from this review right now. I'd like to get this through. Thank y'all so much for being here. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe if you're new here. But I got it on Amazon, and it wasn't super expensive, so that I can promise you. And I highly recommend this for everybody. She's also a little complicated, lots of strings, but she's a good one. Isn't it funny they were talking about Jordan and Kendall being thrown into the arena as they were laying next to each other at the pool, which could have been from the previous day or the day before, all that kind of stuff. Like, I don't know. I was like, they would just be sitting next to each other while they're talking. This is so stupid. I get everything about it. Let me see here, Sush. Honestly, because we got that many people up in here, baby. Let me just see if I can find it real quick. I actually ordered something. Here we go. Let's see if this is quick. You lucky I had my Amazon up right now. I ordered something earlier. Oh, here we go. It's called Black Shark Gaming Headset. And it comes in multiple colors. Black, pink. I didn't know they had it in white. Girl, they had this in white? And pink? I might have to buy another one. Well, there you go. That's what it is. And as you can see with the pricing of it, ooh, Amazon said it's too close to the camera, boo-boo. About $24 to $26, depending on which. Again, very cost effective. You see, it's not a bad microphone. You can hear me very clearly. I will more than likely be buying. As a matter of fact, put that in my cart right now. In case this one breaks, let me put the white one in my cart right now. Because watch that beat. Now it's going to be sold out because I said something, right? No, I'm not that much of an influencer, but I do need to rebuy that one. And my cooling pad broke while I was traveling with it, so I have to buy another one. Damn, I do have to buy another one of those. I was so sad. Ooh, I can get it overnight. Thank you. See, this is why I didn't want to do this because now I'm off topic. But I need the white. I need the white one. I did not know they came in white. Girl, bring it back. I don't want the black. Give me the white. I already have the black one. Give me the white one. Or pink. Pink is cute. Oh, the pink is adorable. Oh my God, it's so adorable. Oh, the pink one is cute. I want the white though, because I have outfits I can wear with it. Oh yeah, the white one's cute. Oh yeah. Add to cart. Thank you. Okay, sorry. Funny story. I was on Verizon's website yesterday and I was looking up stuff because I had just paid my bill and I was just trying to be like, proactive or whatever. And they gave me this $300 off coupon for any like smartwatch or like tablet device. So in my, libation phase, I ended up getting a iPad, but I didn't have to pay like squibbly squat for it at all, including me getting my new line activated so I could use it. It's like an extra $5 a month on my bill. And I was like, yes. I was like, yeah. Yeah. I'm getting it. And I had a great brag card. I want something. So that was me at 2:00 in the morning last night. Doing the most. All right. So moving forward and moving on here. I don't like how they approach Kendall every time with the whole you're going into the arena. There is so much disingenuous, just fake. And it's Sylvia in reality, and it's Kayla that do. I'm sorry. Oh, you have a chance to come back and get some stars. They just threw her in last week. Now we get to this one again. And they gave her the same speech. Kendall's too nice. Kendall, you deserve a lot better than this. I'm gonna be very honest with you. You're too kind for this show. You're way too kind. Girl, there's no way. Like, not only would I probably been ejected from the house after beating the tar out of Kayla, but also, Miss Mama, Sylvia been dragged down the stairs. Oh yeah. Like, they're playing a real fucked up game. They're not even on the target list for people, and they're already they are creating division and divides between folks because they don't like them. It has nothing to do with game performance. They say it does. This is about likability. And this is a popular contest. And that is what Kayla and Sylvia are bringing to the show. It gets on my fucking nerves. This is very much the current challenge seasons versus an all-star season where it feels like these are the vets playing. It's going to be a different game. That's how season 1 felt. Season 2 started to drive down that territory of BS. This so far, I'm not impressed by. Like, I'm not impressed by that. I'm not impressed by it. Not a bit of it. They disappeared. No one got them. They disappeared. Moving forward here, of course, Nia is worried that her bae is about to be put up for, I guess, go home. But again, it's two powerhouses against each other, while we have a pile of mud by the name of Beth and a yoga instructor by the name of Kendall, who are going into this really interesting challenge. They have to push this cinder sphere, whatever the hell this, both have different stars on each ends. The idea is to get the force behind the rolling of the tube to get all the way to your side, so that way you're covering the star. By you then using that force and getting over there, you have saved yourself from elimination. This is a lot of strength, endurance, and also weight is going to be put into factors here. Speaking of weight, Beth won because of her weight. No shade. Literally, Beth got into position each and every time to simply slam her back against the bed frame, against this. She won purely off of that. Poor Kendall, weighing 110 pounds, soaking wet. You know you lost because this girl is much bigger than you. Clearly. The only reason Kendall was so close, Crystal, is because Beth didn't know what was going on. Beth sat in there like she was somebody's shoe in a dryer that just had no purpose being there. Very much that. Until she's like, oh, I'm sure someone told her, girl, you need to be pushing. You need to be pushing. All Beth did was lay back. And every single time Kendall was like, it was like watching somebody throw a spaceship around with toy figures and just shake it. I felt bad for Kendall. There was no strat, none. All she did was lean back and get in position. I was like, come on, missionary. Come on, sister. Yeah. Yes, come on. Just that. Oof. That's all Beth was doing. Oof. That's it. It's kind of sad. So Kendall lost and Beth still gets to stay there, yet Beth didn't even compete in that challenge. Ridiculous. Now, Darrell and Jordan was a whole nother story. Jordan should be thankful that Darrell gassed out. Jordan, you need to be thankful. Bitch, that man was one push away from winning that the entire time. And because Jordan is a endurance champion, okay, he was able to stick out the position to not move it because Darrell was on his last breath, you can tell his legs were locking up. I think Darrell tore some muscles. The fact that he had to be carried out on a stretcher, he had to pull himself out of it just to get the leg stretched. I think he tore something. I think the knee also was an issue. I think there was multiple problems that happened with Darrell in this moment because they were there for an hour. Unlike Beth and Kendall, that was a whole like 20-some minutes, maybe 15, maybe 10. That was an hour of them doing that. Okay. Darrell is a boxer, not an endurance trainer, not someone who runs triathlons like Jordan. Okay. So that leg work might be not as deep. Okay. If Darrell had not been afraid of heights, he would not have been in this position. It would have been somebody else completely different. And I call it now. Unless they just wanted to send home, all the. And then Nehemiah's up. If Nehemiah's in the bottom next week, I call shenanigans. You'll have to see that on Patreon because I'm not doing this on YouTube, but I call shenanigans. I call it. I do not think that Darrell would have been in this position or situation had he not shown his fear for heights. Unfortunately, one of my favorite competitors on the show, one of my favorite competitors to look at on the show, one of my favorite competitors to see, witness, hear, all of that on the show. He is my favorite champion, all T. He is my favorite champion. Is now being carried out on a stretcher. And no one can even have a moment to celebrate because it's now everyone's in panic and fear and worry because it's like, oh shit, he's actually hurt. This isn't fatigue. The man is hurt. And he's one of the people most respected in this challenge, one of the most respected ones. So it's like, holy crap. I'm glad Jordan didn't go off and, it was very much, okay, hold on. I can't even have this moment right now. My brother is hurting. He wouldn't even be in this position had all that not had happened. Sad, sad day. Jordan wins, and so does Beth. And we say goodbye to Kendall, leaving Kellyanne, who, if you count Kellyanne out, that's when she works her best. And we've seen that in challenges too. So it's like, I'd be nervous if I was the ladies. I would. Next week, Beth. Holy shit. Okay, you know what? I'm lying because I will definitely be doing a review next week over this. Like, for sure. Hey, Stacy, I do reactions on Patreon. So after this video here, I'm going to be editing those to post. And then you can watch the full episode together with me. So it's not necessarily a live stream. It's an edited live reaction that I do. So that way you can see my live, thoughts on it or how I feel about the situation. I will do a review on YouTube next week because this episode seems like it's going to be interesting. Again, I have to worry about my channel and where it's going. This can and will hurt me. So I'm going to do it as a labor of love next week, but I need everybody to show up if y'all want me to talk about this show because everybody shows up for the other ones. I can't just do this and just be like, because, 7 people said, please, like, I can't. So next week, though, I'm going to have to talk about this live. And it may just be about the situation and me just going through the episode quickly. But girl, when Beth was talking to Mark and Sylvia about Janae cheating on her husband with MJ, and Janae walks up in that moment knowing I know she heard it, right? It's Mark's face for me. Mark is me in this moment. Like, I know this did not just happen. I know it. Here's the thing. And we have to talk about this. And I hate to be that guy, but now I'm going to start bringing up stuff because I'm a challenge fan and I want to bring up receipts. Janae's had a history of being with certain people on the challenge and sort of gravitating to ones who are winners. I'm not saying anything about her marriage. I'm just referring to her challenge history. Okay. She was always very close, but she never was really that good. Now we have her on this All Star. She's doing pretty damn good. I was happy for her season 2. Okay. I find it interesting how I don't know how people operate sometimes when it comes to their marriages. Like Julie is a perfect example of that. Yes, Nerdigans, talk about it because Zach was over it. Over it. Oh, Zach was so Zach was hot. Oh, he was toxic, but he was that man looked like he walks in the room and it just goes boom, boom, boom. um, but with MJ and her, it's a little strange. It's a little strange. Sally Walker, go back in them old seasons. You'll see Johnny like always be with a particular person towards not her first season of the challenge, but after maybe 1 or 2, she learned. No, I'm not going to say she played the system like that. However, it just so happened to be where she always would somehow be near someone who was a winner. Okay. Why? Like, in reality, MJ is not going to carry you to the final the way you think he is. And also, y'all are former challenge winners. The biggest target should be on you. Period. You, just you. So I do understand that they need to protect each other, but also they're very touchy-feely. They're very touchy-feely, even in camera moments on camera and stuff like that. And also, who is to say that there is not stuff happening off camera that other castmates are just not going to talk about? But Beth is like, girl, let's speak on it because I'm tired of it. I don't know where this is going to go. I don't know how this is going to play out. But I'm here for a little bit more drama on the show because it has been kind of like, oh, okay, it's Kayla and Sylvia being douche nuggets. Who cares? They're gross. Give me some like, oh, this is going to be serious kind of shit. Either way, I'll talk about it next week. The man has a bum knee. Why are you protecting him? On top of all of that, Janae has her own, like, I can win this show and I can do this sort of spill. Her protecting MJ and coming off as this I'm a winner type of bit is not going to work in her favor like she thinks it is. I feel like Janae is going to be in trouble a couple episodes into this because there's just no way. There is no way. All them babies in that one room and they're not going to get you out? I don't think so. And if Nia's smart, she'll join the treehouse because I don't think the team that she's playing for with just what Kellyanne, Janae, and Nia is going to be a smart decision for her at all. They need to get rid of Kayla and Sylvia. If they really want to do something, get rid of those two. Veronica's a layup, no shade. Veronica's a layup. Oh, that's right. It wasn't Sylvia. I think it was Veronica. It was Veronica, Kayla, and Janae that were in there. Yep, that's right. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that this will be another MJ Janae final. I just don't see it for them. But they have to be smarter. Put MJ in the bottom. Put Janae in the bottom. End it. They've already won. Now you go for your next heavy hitters after that. Like, don't be dumb. Either way, I just, sometimes sometimes I'm like, oh, this show is really on it. And other times I'm like, eh. Yeah, she a little bit of a layup, not too deep in the layup department, but she's definitely like, okay, if we put her in this, then she's definitely gonna have a problem. Like, it's not gonna be easy for her. I see you, Drew, on this tip, baby. Love hearing Black folk talk about the challenge. Well, I appreciate the tip. I will try to stick this through. I know I just sat here and was like, oh, I'm not going to do this anymore. Because Lord knows how YouTube be treating me when I don't have a video that uploads with the same amount of views as something I did, like, say, on Sunday or with All Star 7. They start to, act funny. But at the same time, this show is something I do love to talk about. I love the show a lot. I just am a little upset that a lot of people who I liked have already gone home, either via injury, or it just seems to be so strange that most of the black men on the show have gone home back to back to back. It feels strange. It doesn't feel comfortable. It feels weird. It doesn't feel like it's based off of challenges. It's like, oh, well, Latarian's this guy, so put Mark in there or put somebody huge in there. What? Then the next time it's, Cyrus. Oh, sure. Cyrus, you're going to go against somebody else who, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, throw Cyrus in because MJ is also this big dude and he wants Cyrus. Nobody else in the household. Nobody else but Cyrus. Okay. And then today, Darrell ends up being in that position because of himself. Cool. But like the whole, who do you want? And him just saying, I'll go with whoever y'all want me to. What? You just want to go home. I just think you want to go home. What? So like, I'm nervous. Ronnie up in there. I'm nervous for Ronnie. I'm like, girl, I think you being quiet has been saving you, child, in that little treehouse house. Because I know once they get whoever they want to get out, you're gonna be the first one to pick. Just saying. And then who else is there? I don't know. I'm worried for my Black and POC people on the show. I am. Wes is the only one who's actually, I think, playing this game appropriately. It should have been Yes versus Darrell, not Jordan. I don't know why they did Jordan. Probably because everyone's afraid of Jordan. They thought, oh, well, Darrell will be the one. Well, why can't they be the one? I'm trying. I'm trying. I promise you I am. Okay, y'all. Tell me your thoughts about this episode in the comment section down below. You got some nasty words for me. I don't give a fuck. Go on somewhere. Get on. But if you want to talk about the show, by all means, get in that comment section. Have a good time with that. Please like this video. Let YouTube know that you want to see more videos like this from me. Maybe they'll push this into the algorithm like they do my other ones. I don't know. But yeah, it's the real world. Road rules. Not that anymore. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Challenge All Stars 3. You're welcome. I'm trying to. We're trying. I'm trying. Again, I hate it when I get punished for trying to do something y'all ask me to do based off it not being as great as the other videos. And it's just a reality with YouTubers. So it kind of sucks. And I'm trying to please everyone, even though I'm tired, even though this and that and whatever. It's just, I just want to make sure everybody's happy. So that way it can reflect on my channel and I can start getting more opportunities for that. So we'll see. But I did have a good time talking about the show with y'all today. Y'all can catch my reaction on Patreon in a few hours, maybe 1 or 2, if anything, right? And then tomorrow being Thursday is Legendary Day. So I'll be up as early as possible to get that video out to you. I'm not sure if they're doing 3 episodes. Again, they said they do 3 each week. So if that's the case, I'm going to try to get a 3-in-1 video done just like I did for the first episode, if that's the case. So yes, but there'll be reactions posted tomorrow for Legendary, as well as a review. And then Friday will be All-Star 7, Shame Spiel, same deal. Reviewing the show, posting it up. It'll be afternoon reviews, and yeah, all of that. So thanks again for tuning in, everybody. Please take care. I will see you next time. I'm going to edit a little bit. I'm going to take a moment to actually breathe. And yes, we're almost caught up, if not already caught up. Appreciate you all. Hugs and kisses, best love and wishes to you. It's your boy, Matty Rants. I'll see you next time.
Listen. Yeah.